Hi scrappers and all other people on YouTube. Um, Scuss from Scuss Recycling here. So I told you I was going to take in that load from that farm yesterday, and so I did. That got emptied because I had a pickup today, not knowing that what sort of pickup it was going to be. I've already been to this place I don't know how many times. Like I keep mentioning, I've got big sewing machines down the backyard. I've had heaps of water coolers, coffee machines, everything off of this bloke. And the scrap guy just keeps giving, you know what I'm saying? So, I'll give you a look at what I picked up today. I don't have that heavy steel on board. I cashed that in, I've done not bad. And, yeah, so let's go for a look. So for a start, got lots of cords. Got this, what is that, compact disc player, lots of power supplies, an oil tin, keyboard, double light, heavy steel, look at that, and it's long, right, goes right up there. That's heavy steel in there, that pole there, right, all that, all this sort of stuff, that's heavy steel, so a fair bit of heavy steel, lots of aluminium, right, I got all that. And as I was going to this, back out that farm property to make sure I could get what I could get off of that very first pile with, you know, his rubbish on it, on the way there I did find this. So this is the only thing on board I picked up off the street. I thought, well, you know, I've got room, I'm still a street scrapper, I know I've got plenty of stuff, but why not jump on board, come for a ride, you know. Yeah, so these things, that rattle gun, air compressor rattle gun, this little black bag, I think it's got tools in it. We'll have a look. Oh yeah, it's a spark plug thing, right? That, modems. So stand back here. There's a chair on board, aluminium, Rio. So up here we've got, these are some of the copy machines I was talking about. That's like brand new, hasn't even been used, right? They've got like about 6 little motors in them and they're all copper. Also a transformer, which is copper. So I've got all this stuff, this black frame thing here. Here I've got a switch, got a paint gun, some more of these, which if you hit them with the hammer 1 or 2 times, even 1 time hard enough, right, you crack the transformer out of there. You can throw the plastic, you can actually crush that right up, sweep it up in the bin. Then you got your cord, take the plug off. So, well, let's look at that heavy gauge scrap steel in here. That's all heavy gauge. There's a fair bit of heavy gauge in here actually. Wheel brace, don't need one, I've got a rattle gun, battery operated. Look, I even threw me the toaster. So I've got the phone to ring someone that cares. Yep, look at that, that's steel. That's heavy steel. A couple of keyboards. Type on the computer for people that don't care. Yeah, and then come here. We've got, I don't know, is that a laser printer, scanner, or whatever it is, I'm not sure. So we've got that. We've got that brother one. That's the same sort of thing, some sort of copier, I think. And then we go into the PCs. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one's an old school one. 4 of them. Some of these things have even got keys to them. Yeah. We got that water cooler there. Some more steel there. That's heavy gauge steel, that winch cable. A couple of chairs. And some more tin there. Just underneath here, box of goodies in there, more stuff in there. It's just hidden. There's a bulky screen for a computer, probably off of that cream colour one. More PCs here. One, I don't know what that is. Toolbox, I think. Yeah. So this is quite high actually. I mean, that's still pulled down with the rope. Yeah, so quite a good pickup today, and I just got rid of a good load yesterday. I took some pictures of the farm property. They've got a lot of wire here, just to chop the plugs off. They don't take long to chop them off, even if I use the angle grinder. Chop them off, grab them in a tin or a dog tin or, you know, coffee tin or whatever. Fill that up. They can go for scrap steel then. They're going to get a bit of copper out now because I'm not taking all the copper right out inside the plug. There's all sorts of tin there. I've already got, I don't know how many of those black coffee machines down the back to do. That's what I mean. I haven't showed you everything I've got. You know, like this gun, it's probably working still, but I don't know if it's full of paint or whatever. But you know, you got your brush, you got your aluminium, you got, or I should say I've got a bracket, more LED, some tools in there. This, whoops, if that was working, it might not be any good now. That's heavy. What's that, some sort of disc thing, Sony disc drive unit. And then there's a whole heap of shit underneath there you can't see because it's just covered with that big long bit of tin. I'll put that on there to hold everything down. That's what I mean. Half the stuff I get from you, look, that hasn't even been popped out of its packet yet. I don't know what it's for, but yeah, I could Google it. Lots of modems, lots of modems. Some more scanners. Some controls. Wire wrench. Vice grip. Telephones. Even mobile phones on here. Heavy steel again. Yeah, so a lot. So now I've dealt with the farm property. Is where I'm going to start pulling down any heavy steel. Now the other day, yesterday I said to you I was going to take off those items that were heavy steel and cut them up. I did. That big yellow one, that is a thick chunker. Oh, my God, that would have to be, I don't know, 5-6 metres, more maybe longer. Quite long. So I got that off. That didn't go to the scrapyard. I want to cut him down, get inside that pole on the ground. Here's a nice long chunker. It goes to up to there. Up to there. So he's a good chunker. Chunky style, what chunky style? Yum. Yeah. So a lot of goodness, and the scrap guide hit me again. And this might not be the end of it yet. I know this battery he's actually moving out of. That's why I'm getting all this stuff, because he doesn't want to go into the new battery. And I know at the new battery he's already got another water cooler there, and he goes, you'll like it when I, because it was a plastic bundle like I cut up the other day, right? He goes, yeah, but it's only the internal, the guts of it, and all the steel and all that. I said, oh yeah, that's alright. He goes, yeah, you like it when I get rid of the plastic outside case for you. I said, well, look, if you can do it, and you want to do it, sweet. So, don't ask me when I'm going to sort this backyard out. Looks like I'm just filling it up with more and more stuff. But the best thing about it is that if he does start stopping or slowing down, which I think he will at the moment, right, it gives me some bit of a chance to get things done. Cord cutting, it's not going to take me long to get rid of those cords off the trailer. I'll get that motor out of that washing machine. There's a couple, there's that sort of motor in there, you know, wires. We'll get all that. Best thing about this is the scrapyards take it with that. Now that's a chunk, right, of concrete, brick, or whatever you like to call it. So these front loaders, if you ever wonder why they're so goddamn heavy, that's why. It's because, it's not because of that motor, it's because of that. And why they're there is they're a counterbalance. They're to hold the damn thing to the ground. So they don't bang, 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 and next minute you know, you go to your washing machine and it's halfway out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. You know, I mean, you got your legs you got to adjust as well. But, yeah, so I thought, oh, well, look, I've got the room now, I might as well chuck that on board. I'm already down this way. Sweet, more the merrier. These globes, I don't know if I really want them. I know one, oh, must be this end. This end here, it's broken, lifts up. So, you know, yeah. Lots of heavy steel I want to cut up for in size. Chairs. PCs, you know, I've already got a ton of PCs from the same bloke that I've got to pull down. I don't know how many, but there's still quite a few out there I've got to do. Yeah, so, and the problem is, today is a hot day, it's a stinker. It's not going to start cooling down to, I don't know, 5 or 6 o'clock at night when it starts to get cooler. Right, so I never ever got around to doing all those radiators like I wanted to. You know, well, like, really I ain't Superman. I'm not even close. But I can only do what I can do. So, with that all being said, I've got to get stuck into all that, don't I? Yeah. Okay, well, I was going to make this a short video, but I might start with that washing machine. Right, get the motor out of that, reduce the weight. So I'll set you on the tripod again. I'm not sure if this video is going to be upside down or... Sorry about the last one, I think that was a bit over the place. Look at these guys looking. That's not going to help. Which way are you? Just trying to see. Are we looking the wrong way? I think we were. Okay. Oh, that's better. I don't know if we got to look at all that stuff on there. Try that again. So there's a lot of cables there. Right, got that white thing there. Keyboards, modems and stuff there, some electrical stuff. You got the Rio there, thick pipes there and there, thick Rio over there, aluminium there, some just chairs. Like I said, this washer I picked up off the street. I'll pull that motor out in a minute, that's my next attack. Whether or not a lot of this stuff works or not, I don't know. So, coffee machine. We'll just go over it one more time just in case you didn't see all that. There's a switch, that blue thing there. Some spanners. New on the box. Modem. Lots of modems here. Lots of aluminium. Lots of cable. Toaster, phone, keyboards, heavy steel. There's two of them, there's another one over there. Right, chairs, fans. At the front here we had all these, a brother, I don't know what that is, but it's heavy. That PC, see? It's got its keys attached to it, I don't know what that's all about. So there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4 PCs there. There's a couple behind there, 4, 5, 6. There's a computer monitor, the big, thick, chunky ones. There's another water cooler there on the end of the trailer. Hopefully you can see that. Lots of tin. Yeah, you can see all that. Now this is, like I said, it's off of that farmer who's got two other businesses. One of them is the coffee machine and water coolers. And the other one I can't think of what it is. So off of that load yesterday, I did say that I'll keep that long pipe there, and I did say I'll keep that bit of steel there, which I don't know how long it is, but it's got to be at least 4 meters long, I think. I don't know. I kept the dip. There's another half a dip around here somewhere. Still got all that heavy steel off that farm property, all that. I've got that motor. So I've still got a lot of stuff to cash in from that farm property, but yeah, I just want to cut it down and get in size. Yesterday was a bit of a pain because I had to drive over the Wade Bridge 3 times because I had light gauge or pressing steel, whatever you want to call it, which was 4 fridges and microwaves and washer at the front. That's all gone now, as you can see. Where are we? Yeah, so I'll do that washer there. I don't know if it's an aluminium motor in there or if it's a copper one. Frankly, I don't care because it does have the cast alley body around it, and it does have the thick steel in the middle. So either way, for that motor, I'm going to get paid, or for that whole washing machine, I'm going to get paid pressing steel, which is the outside of it. I'm going to either get paid aluminium or copper wire. I'm going to get paid cast alley. I'm going to get paid thick steel. You know, just to one item, you're looking at 4 to 5 different payments, maybe more, I don't know. But, you know, I don't just cash in what I get off of one item. I save it all up until I've got a big bulky lot. You know, you've seen it underneath the house. Anyway, I've got to go and get some tools. I'll be back with you in a minute. God, it's hot today. What do I need for this? You know what? Okay. So I've figured out a different way. Usually, because to get at the bolts here, right, you have to cut. You have to cut there. Cut a nice square plate out of it. Then you can undo the bolts. But I'll show you what I'm going to do in this case. I'm going to do something different. Alright, I'll be back in a sec. Let me get something. in there like that. Right, got brass, copper, heavy steel, just in that one item, 3 payments. Right, plastic, snap that down with the hammer, get rid of that, and also just I'll just show them a pressing skill. So I know 100% it's copper. Hope you can see that. Yep, you can see that. Okay, so this is what I do. Copper, brass, 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 heavy steel, right? That's gone. Doesn't take much, bit of a screwdriver in there. Most of the time they just slip out, but yeah, that's that. Sometimes these things have toluene in there. I don't know. I don't know, I may have to cut that. Oops, there's my angle grinder. Alright, so I'm probably going to whack another blade on this because I can't get deep enough. I'll still use that, right, because there's still a bit of blade on it. I'll still use it. I only use it for jobs like wires and stuff if I want to hurry up. Bit of brass, clean. Plenty of wire in those things. Right. So, it's a wonder that hasn't got a plastic thing like that in there. But it is what it is. Right. I'm just looking at the quickest, easiest way to get that out. Okay. I'm going to put a new blade on. I'll be back in a second. Okay, let's try this, guys. Heavy still there. Alright, one more to get it. Unless I can break him, sometimes you can break him out. Now just to be quicker, guys, I usually do this. I could have unplugged it. Right, it's all them little points in there, they're all brass, you know. I've got that much work ahead of me, I don't know if I really want to keep that. Alright. Wire. Wire. Oh yeah, so just remember this too, all you scrappers, right? If this does happen to be an aluminium motor, you still got that as in copper, right? So you're not losing by doing this. But if that is not copper in there, right? I don't know if you can see that. If that's not copper, right, the one in the middle will be. Right, so we'll have a look. We'll open him up and have a look. That's got a nice chunk of copper in them things. Right. Bracket off. Now see how that's not a bolt and it's not that end either. Hopefully you can see that. There's no bolts. What I do here is I just cut. You know what I say, you know, I mean, oh, but you're losing a bit of your steel. Oh, big deal, you got it for nothing anyway. So that's what I'm saying. The, what do I call them, braiders or stators, these things in there, that in there, 100% copper. And so is that, all copper. Okay, now, Where's my screwdriver? That bit of plastic, I cut this motor up. It's stuck in there. Don't know if you can see that. Stuck in there. So that didn't take very long, did it? So now that is clean Castelli. There's nothing, no metal, no screws. There's nothing on it. Ready for my Castelli bin. Right. Now this. Bonus. Copper. So that. If that was Ellie, that'd be shining like steel. Copper. Beautiful, mate. You know what I'm saying, mate? Some more copper wire. Get rid of all the plastic shit. Copper wire. Another copper motor from your collection. Okay. More copper there. I'll tell you what, one thing I don't really go for, which I could if I wanted to, but I don't know, I just don't go for it, is stripping the stainless steel out of any washing machines or anything like that. I don't bother going for that. Yeah, I don't know why, I just don't bother going for it. Steel, and usually what I do with this is, oh, I can't open, I've got to undo the strap. Back me winch cable off. Right, so I'll leave that there for a minute. Yeah, so yeah, you know that container under the house, you've seen all them. There's another one to add to it. Cleaning up this one. Pop that out of there. Right. The only thing is that bit of steel. Okay, that's the second bit. So 1, 2 of them. Cast aluminium, clean. Ready for my bin, so I'll go and chuck them in the bin. all that out of the way for now. Right. Those things are heavy still. Right. Yeah, I just got to go and get me remote from my winch cable so I can undo that strap. Put that down the ground. Right. More heavy steel cut up. some water, I tell you. Dying first. I put my self through that much before I even have a drink. Stuff like that tin they cut out of a roof, obviously, to put a chimney in. That goes in there. Like I said, don't worry about all these plugs, I just don't have the time for them. So all that sort of stuff goes in the washer. See, Ericsson mobile phone, I even had that, the battery's probably around somewhere. Light gauge still, that's off of a trolley. In there. I think that's only 10. 10. Looks like some sort of keyring. I don't know what it's off. I don't know what it is either. I don't know if it's silver or I'm not sure. It's been out in the open and what the hell? Can't even make out what it is. Oh my god. You're not seeing this, are you? Who would think of something like that? I don't know. I'll give up. Ready to go. That's ready to go. That needs chopping off, that's ready. Another bit of tin. Right, what do I need? My cutters and yeah, my cutters for starters. Brass, brass, brass doesn't take long to get rid of that, does it? Copper, already taken the brass ends out of it. There, heavy steel. Right. some clean wire. Right, that's all the wire, almost all the wire out of there. Oh, saved us. Right. Aluminium heatsink, copper, transformer, capacitor, some chips, some wire. I don't know if you can see all that. Some goodies on there. And here, just one of them things. Bit of steel and a bit of copper wire. Right. See, just like brand new. one washing machine, one front loader, scrapped out. Plus I showed you what I picked up today. So I'm going to call it for this video for now. Scott from Scott's Recycling out.